c'est Kakashi, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour une nouvelle vidéo sur le jeu Genshin Impact. Aujourd'hui, petit let's play donc sur Monoceros Caeli Acte 1. Donc vous aurez la partie 1, la partie 2 sort demain ou après-demain. Donc n'hésitez pas. Si la vidéo vous plaît, n'hésitez pas à liker, commenter, à vous abonner, ça fait toujours plaisir. Et nous on se retrouve tout de suite à la fin du let's play. Bon visionnage.
Watch. You leave, you call me.
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why's that? Has something
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area. Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appeared...
So did somebody
As I say, the reason is still unclear. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters. In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to...
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but...
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Is that so? Well, if you're genuine... I did see some Ruin Guard footprints on the hillside. But since then I've been too busy warning passers-by to investigate...
Footprints, eh? Interesting.
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf...
This footprint is huge. It has to be the one that guy was talking about. Here's another one. Yep. Seems the Ruin Guards did come out for a walk after all. The trail of Ruin Guard footprints leads us here to... Ah! A Ruin Guard! Over there! You're toast!
Windblade! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
Well, that's one down. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find...
Hey you! Check this out! Isn't it awesome?
What is he wearing?
I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one? You bet! Mr. Cyclopses are crazy strong. No bad...
Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute!
Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. That's where Mr. Cyclops... It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from? Must be a pretty new kind, huh?
Yeah, Paimon is not a...
Greetings! Have you found anything? Oh. A child?
We just, found him.
You shouldn't be out here, boy. There are killing machines.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one.
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine. He's one of the... We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's
I'm just trying to help. I've always been...
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the babysitting?
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again! My name's Tusser. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue. But You came all the way... Oh, I think this is the part where I give you this. There you go.
What is it? Looks heavy. What the...
My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of you.
Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all this way. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much more from selling toys.
Yay! Thanks, nice guy. All right, now you make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lost...
Wow, that one nursery rhyme... Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother? Great idea. All right, off we go.
Oh, right. Finally, now I get to...
I smell rabbit.
We have some new items in. That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir?
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here?
Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Tusser. What a nice surprise, Tusser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and brother Anton? Is everybody...
They miss you a lot. Tonia prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tusser? How have I...
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys. So obviously I thought you were... And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking. And then, Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy. And then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you.
Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Tusser's money.
Tusser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't...
Okay, I promise. Please don't...
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tusser. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always remember my pleases and thank...
Oh, so you did notice we were here.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm... I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you? Come on, you know I'm just a pawn in all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the... I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring match.
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
Ha! You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice guy?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much to me.
So anyway, Paimon, Tooster said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed to be...
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best. I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa. But Tooster is still so young, and in his eyes... As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the
That's right! My brother's the greatest! He's Mr. Cyclops' bestest friend!
Just humor me in front of Tooster, if you would be so kind. Ah, yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding payment right away.
Hey! Slinking off!
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with debt collection?
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little exercise out of it.
Are you going off to sell toys now?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tooster, duty calls. I'm sure Mr. Nice Guy here will be happy to keep...
So we still need to keep...
Sure! I really like this guy! And
Ah, well, it sounds like Tooster really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway. Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tooster's entertainment. If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
It's like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while.
So, where are we going to play first?
How about we start with the toy store?
Huh? What are those super colorful winged things?
They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love...
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string and whoosh, the kite will fly into the air.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops?
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me.
I'll manage.
We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, kinda irresponsible. Well, so, yes, technically speaking. Either way, it's time to talk prices.
No, that won't do. This amount... Fine. I've neither the time nor energy to bargain with you at my age.
Thanks.
Worry not. Just leave...
For our next stop, why don't we head to One Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
Hello there. Come.
Hey there. Don't be shy.
Should I save this money? Hello, welcome. Table for three?
This restaurant has a really...
A choking smell? You must be referring to our...
Spicy chili? But
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spice...
Is it really that bad?
my meals have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin.
Wow, we've got a real rich kid on her. Looks like Wanmin Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooser's taste. Maybe
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
what do you mean?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason Wanmin... If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child...
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Mao. We'll be eating it.
Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to cost you more. Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as exorbitant.
Is it just Paimon? Or our premium custom order? Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation.
You folks. Let's go with this then. Any more haggling and we'll ruin the other customers.
Thanks, Chef Mao.
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be here shortly.
Ugh. It was a little too sweet. Paimon feels a little sick.
I thought it was just right. Almost exactly like how my sister told.
But this doesn't feel right somehow. Didn't we? Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooser?
I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good look around.
Good idea. The hustle and bustle at the wharf is
Wow, this place is huge! Are the waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze?
Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably... Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide. This place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the 7 nations ever since it was decided that Liyue, other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their, fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense... yeah. Paimon can't remember how the rest goes. Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Tevat's mouth. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. Then, Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of
Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see.
Wait, Tooser, don't run off! After all that, he wasn't even listening.
That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get.
This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves.
An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook.
Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toy names?
My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame.
Wow! Using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their... But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin guard as a...
But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Miss... Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look.
Hey! Quit running off!
Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Leo are so small.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go around ruining others.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards.
Maybe 200 times your size? There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish. I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me. A few days later, he returned with the humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were...
Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan.
Hey, Mr. Nice Guy! Let's go over there to...
What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired?
I miss my brother.
What? But we were just with him.
Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore.
Yep. You can have all the patience in the world, but, well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Child said that he'd be by the river near Chingshu Pool.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Found him! There's Child! Wait, he's talking to...
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you ain't well...
Oh, what a commendable imagination. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool. I've always wanted a...
well, why, yes, of course. For I am the greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
So cool.
Huh?
You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you, yes, 600,000 more.
Toys? And how much money?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head of yours?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to everyone!
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
Alright then, I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay when we're brothers in arms?
Would you listen to yourself? You think we just let any old person into the...
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear seniors? I like to think of myself as...
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? course, that...
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy stands a chance?
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by someone.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. Don't blink. No time to lose. Yeah. I'll keep this cloak. Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well.
Brother, what do we do? This fellow...
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss something amongst ourselves. He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think that we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless... maybe his...
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more alone from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't he just say so?
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this, people speak in...
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional.
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but...
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big, but we fully understand the situation with the...
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid?
Yes. Couldn't agree more, sir.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients over here?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we must trouble you to speak...
Do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please, everyone is standing in formation.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my brother, and I'll be right with you.
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, Sir. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too.
I'm afraid you're still too young, Sir. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
But...
I really do have to go now, Sir. A lot of people are... I'll see you around, all right?
child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors. To think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Maybe. But he has good intentions, doesn't he? Wait. Where's Tooser? We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go? Did he sneak off to follow his brother? Either way, let's head over there first.
Think carefully first.
I want to protect...
That's a good answer, Tooser. Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the Ruin Guards are...
Bad guys won't ever get...
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tooser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tooser be alright?
Et voilà, j'espère que le display vous aura plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à me le dire en commentaire, n'hésitez pas à me dire ce que vous avez pensé de la vidéo en commentaire. Et nous on se retrouve pour une prochaine vidéo. Bye tout le monde.